I used to think salmon farming was a sustainable solution, but the reality is far more complex. You know how we're always looking for efficient ways to feed our growing population? Well, Norwegian salmon farming seemed like the perfect answer. But what if I told you that beneath those pristine fjords lies a disturbing truth? Picture millions of salmon crammed into sea cages, barely able to move. It's a far cry from the vast oceans these magnificent creatures are meant to inhabit. These unnatural conditions lead to chronic stress and make the fish susceptible to diseases and parasites. Sea lice, in particular, thrive in these densely packed enclosures, often reaching epidemic proportions. But it gets worse. To combat these relentless outbreaks, farms resort to heavy use of chemical treatments and medicines. Now you might be thinking, well, at least the salmon on my plate is safe, right? Not so fast. Those chemical treatments we talked about, they don't just disappear. Residues of these potent substances can accumulate in the flesh of the fish, turning what should be a healthy meal into a potential chemical cocktail. Imagine for a moment that every bite of that delicious salmon fillet comes with a side of antibiotics, pesticides, and who knows what else. It's a troubling thought, isn't it? The very food we rely on for its nutritional benefits might be carrying a hidden payload of substances that could harm our health in the long run. But wait, there's more. The problems don't stop at the farm's edge. Farmed salmon, weakened by their cramped living conditions and often carrying parasites, regularly escape from their sea cages. These fugitives then make their way into nearby rivers and coastal ecosystems, where they wreak havoc on wild salmon populations. When these escaped fish interbreed with wild salmon, it's like introducing a computer virus into nature's carefully coded software. The resulting genetic pollution weakens the wild stocks, making them less resilient to environmental changes and diseases. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the escaped farmed salmon also compete with their wild cousins for resources, further endangering populations that have been integral to local ecosystems for countless generations. The dark reality behind those pristine marketing images of Norwegian salmon farms is now clear. From inhumane conditions and chemical contamination to the threat posed to wild salmon populations, this industry needs a major overhaul. As consumers and global citizens, we have the power to demand better standards, stricter enforcement, and a fundamental rethinking of how we produce one of the world's most popular seafoods. The future of our oceans and our dinner plates depends on it.